And I know we get to hear a little bit about how you got to where you are. But we're going to just kind of start with how did you begin? And anything you like to share. I know we didn't just get to opera houses all over the world overnight. So could you tell us a little bit of how you began? When did you start singing? Just a little bit about that part of your journey.
How I began, yeah. So, I didn't start as early as some students have the opportunity to, but I want to say I dabbled. I had the high school that I went to, we had a really, really good choir. So, of course, I partook in choir in high school. And I really was in choir because at the time, I would have to say I wasn't the strongest link, and then I was led to believe that I was not the strongest singer in the class, which in my mind I thought I wasn't because in everybody knows that high school, any and everybody that knows that high school knows that singers come from that school, like singers. So um, I really just thought of choir as a place, first of all, to hear beautiful music all the time because we heard it every day, even in warm ups, but a place to travel. So through choir, that was the first time I had a chance to fly. So when I flew, I said, oh my goodness, okay, a door open. This is cool. So by that time, I'd already had it in my head, which is as an educator, I know to try to be very um, particular about when I speak to students or maybe speak down to them or if I'm not speaking life to them. So it was kind of killed at an early age for me to have singing as a career, but I knew choir to be a place to travel. So I took that. When I got to Prairie View A&M, I was like, oh goodness, they have a wonderful choir. I'm going to join and I'm going to again travel. So I was not a music major. I wanted to be a dentist. Like that was my thing. And people say, out of all things, why do you say a dentist? My dentist and I are kind of close, and I've been going to him since the beginning. I still have him to this day as a dentist. And I felt like people's smiles changed the world. So I wanted to be a part of that, not knowing that music changes the world too.
Oh wow, that's
So my college professor, yeah. So my college professor, Dr. Adrienne Taylor,
yeah.
um, she and other professors, Leon Turner, and the head of the department, Dr. Danny Kelly and Dr. Vicky Selden, they all rallied around me. And one day I kept saying I didn't want to be a music major because there's no money in it. And so they rallied around me. I finally one day admitted and said, you know what, I think I'm going to give this a try. And I gave it a try because Dr. Taylor gave us the opportunity to go to Poland. That was my first time going to Poland. So she gave me all these wonderful opportunities to sing. And it was with Houston Symphony. So after I got back, I did competitions, won competitions. And I said, well, maybe there is some money and some hope in this. So I did my recitals. Then I applied for grad school, got a full scholarship to grad school. and continued the process of competing, and things were just going really well with me with singing. And my mom, she might not admit it, but she told me one day, you know what, you quit everything you started. And I figured out it wasn't that I quit everything that I started, it was that I was always trying to prove something to myself. Ever since that teacher kind of told me that I couldn't do something, I just said, I'm going to try to do everything in the world. So I just tried to do it. If something successful happened with it, I was like, good, I did that, on to the next. Good, I did that, on to the next. But she said that right at the right time. It was right when I was just starting, when I had to make a decision as to whether I wanted to go into music. So since that was on that list and she called me right at that time, music was it. That's what I stayed with. So I went on to get my master's in music at University of Arizona, and then went on to go to Southern Methodist University to get my artist certificate. And then I went on the road and I traveled a lot in Europe for a few years. And then I came back and worked for, I had a year of no contracts, and that's how I got into teaching. So
Okay.
I think I just told a longer story.
Yeah, you can, yeah, because I want to actually dig in to a couple of things you said. I didn't want to interrupt, so we'll have time to come back to it. But you kind of hit on something, which is the basis of why we're here, and we are here with Inspire. And that's the whole idea, is to uplift, encourage, and inspire youth to explore the world of music.